All right, back in the loft and clamping up these boards, but one question my wife asked me, and I'm sure some of you wonder as well, what happens when we get so far that these bars will no longer reach? I mean, bar clamps are great, but they're only so long. Well, I got my little bucket of fittings out, and, well, this is probably the most useful. I'll just use those couplings and join the pipes together, and then theoretically I could do an arbitrary length. The other method, since I have no 3/4 couplings, I mean they're 1/2 inch and smaller, but I don't have anything big enough to do the 3/4 clamps. So the other thing I can do is put a cleat down, and that's just nailed to the boards next to it, so I don't need that much distance to pull this tight. And this board was significantly warped. In fact, it had this crack right here had opened up over 1/2 inch. So when I drew that together, that closed that gap up, but it created another stress fracture right here and made that crack appear when I was tightening it down there. So now this clamp I'm using to get rid of some of that stress out here just by turning that down a bit. And I've already closed that gap quite a bit just with that cleat. And you can see that is pretty much closed up there as well. Now, my criteria, I suppose, is not that everything has to be, can't lose a piece of paper through it. My criteria is mostly that gap should be 1/4 inch or less. I mean, I'm putting bales up here, so bales are not going to fall through there, but I still want it to be a pretty tight floor. The other thing is, you get boards that are warped and bent and bowed and twisted, and this one's got quite a twist, and people worry that, oh my goodness, I'll come along here and trip on that. I mean, that sticks up 1.5 inches. Well, when I nail it down, those nails will flatten that board back out again, and it'll be, in tension in there, but those nails will hold it down. Everything will hold together. No worries. It's going to be just fine. Few cleats, few clamps. In fact, I was almost giving up on this board. I mean, that baby was, cricket in politics. But it's in there now, and I'm happy with it. Hey, thanks for watching.